Tigers, and welcome back to the Ouachita News Show. I'm Lucy Barrera.
And I'm Blaine Jeter. We hope you all are having a great week and soaking up all there is to do on campus.
That's right, Blaine. Spring is here, and the students all around campus are enjoying all of the busy events the spring semester brings.
And with all the events we've had on the calendar, we have to check in to see how the weather will hold up. Weather reporter Peyton Rains has the update for us on what we can expect to see in the forecast. Peyton?
Hey Tigers, here's a look at the weather forecast for the week ahead. Wednesday we'll be seeing thunderstorms earlier in the day, but cooler and less humid weather with a high of 71 and a low of 41. Thursday promises clear skies and even cooler weather with the sun shining through to give the day a high of 66 and a low of 43. Friday continues with the pleasant weather once again, promising clear skies with a high of 74 and a low of 49. Saturday will be sunny and pleasantly warm with a high of 79 and a low of 56. Sunday will be a bit windy, possible showers in the evening, and a high of 78 and a low of 36. Monday will be partly clearer and chilly with a high of 54 and a low of 32. Finally, Tuesday will continue the partly cloudy streak with a high of 61 and a low of 43. As always, weather predictions are provided by AccuWeather. I'm Peyton Rains, back to the desk.
Thank you, Peyton. Even with a little rain, I know we are all thankful for the sunshine and spring temperatures. Here on campus, the sunshine is great for the annual EE and Philanthropy Week that happened last week. The two clubs worked together all week to plan different events that would help fundraise for their specific philanthropies. The week consisted of different percentage days, basketball games, and ended the week with the annual Space Jam event on Friday night in the Tiger Den. The week was a great time for the both clubs to gather together and work together to raise money for a cause that is important to them.
While our social clubs were busy last week here on campus, other students and professors had a busy and exciting week off campus. The Ouachita Communications Department traveled to New York City last week for the annual College Media Conference. The group consisted of many students and all of the department's professors, creating a week full of learning and developing communication skills, along with experiencing all the fun the Big Apple brings. I had the opportunity to attend the trip myself and have just a small glimpse into all the experience entailed. Let's take a look.
Last week, students and faculty from the Ouachita Communications Department took an exciting trip to New York City to attend the 2026 College Media Association Conference. The event brought together communication students from colleges all across the country for workshops, speeches, and networking opportunities. The trip helped to prepare students for careers in communications, and it provided a chance to meet people already in the field. Outside of the conference, the group also explored the city, visiting places like Times Square and Broadway, getting a first-hand look at the fast-paced world of media that New York is known for. I'm Lucy Barrera, back to the desk.
Thank you, Lucy. It is so incredible to see how Ouachita students have a great opportunities to learn, grow in their skills, and experience different parts of our world. Another way students have been improving their skills is at the Ouachita Singers Tour this week. Our Ouachita Singers group traveled around the state to shake their talent with different high school students. They used this tour as an opportunity to showcase their talents while also recruiting high school students into the program.
And along with that, our social clubs have been hard at work with different events around campus this week. The women of Tri-Chi had their annual Tri-Chi thrift shop outside of the Student Center yesterday at 11 a.m. This event is where members of the club brought clothes and other items for other students on campus to buy. Along with that, the men of Beta Beta have Beta Beta Car Wash today in the Hatcher Wrestling parking lot from 1 to 4 p.m. This event is where members wash cars as a fundraiser for their club.
Other events happening on campus this week have included daily treats from the comms. The comms have had opportunities throughout the entire week for students to get free snacks after completing a quick survey. Snacks have included cookies, ice cream, pizza, and more. Today, the comms is offering glazed donuts from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Grand Plaza. And tomorrow, the team will have a carnival theme event from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. outside of the cafeteria for a chance to win some fun prizes.
In other news, all-night theater is happening this Saturday, March 14th, beginning at 7:30 p.m. Students will gather at Verser Theater and split up into teams, creating and staging a short show to put on for their peers. Students stay up all night working on this show. The event is a great time of learning and fun with their peers, making exciting memories and a show to be proud of.
With all the energy it would take to make all-night theater happen successfully, another group of students on our campus uses a lot of the same energy. Our athletes have been hard at work this week, and we have some exciting things happening in the world of Ouachita athletics. Sports reporter Rebecca Payton had an update for us. Let's check in on how our Tigers are doing. Rebecca?
Thank you, Blaine. To start us off, the women's tennis team were back in action last Monday playing Mississippi College, falling 4-0 to 15th-ranked MC. The Choctaws remain unbeaten this past Saturday. The women's tennis team won their matches 4-3 at home over Collin College, including a landslide win from Ouachita's duo of Natalia Zamora and Roxandra Telescu of 6-1, and singles including Anastasia Maichina in a 2-set victory. The women's tennis team will be back on the road next weekend against Missouri Western State and Emporia State. Last Monday, the men's tennis team lost to 21st-ranked Mississippi College. At home, 6-1 in singles, Ramon Strassman secured a 2-set win, 6-4 in the first match and 6-2 in the second. This past Friday, the men's tennis team defeated UT Dallas 6-0 in single matches. They had Saturday off before wrapping up a great weekend, defeating Hawaii Pacific and UT Permian Basin 3-0. The men's tennis team defeated UT Dallas 6-0 in single matches. They had Saturday off before wrapping up a great weekend, defeating Hawaii Pacific and UT Permian Basin 3-0. The men's tennis team will play today at home against Emporia State. In men's basketball, Ouachita junior Christian Parks claimed the final Great American Conference Player of the Week honor of the 2025-2026 regular season after closing the regular season with 2 straight wins. The Ouachita Tigers men's basketball team earned all GAC honors ahead of the GAC men's basketball tournament. Senior Devin Hancock was a unanimous first-team selection and named Newcomer of the Year, while Christian Parks earned Defensive Player of the Year. The team defeated Southwestern Oklahoma State 74-63 in the quarterfinals of the GAC tournament. In Fort Smith, the Tigers controlled the pace for most of the game behind strong plays from seniors Devin Hancock and PJ Neal. Improving to 23-26 on the season, the men's basketball team fell short in an 81-78 overtime loss to the rival Harding, the GAC tournament semifinals. In wrestling, Ouachita junior heavyweight BK Seago qualified for the 2026 NCAA Division II Wrestling National Championships after winning a 3-2 trilogy in the third-place match at the Central Region 4 tournament. In baseball, the Ouachita Tigers opened a 4-game homestand with a 6-1 loss to the Arkansas Tech baseball at Rab Rogers Field. Jaron Caesar led Ouachita with 3 hits and an RBI, while the Wonder Boys pulled away with a 3-run 5th inning. The Tigers opened its GAC series with a 9-3 loss to the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders baseball. At Rab Rogers Field, Octavio Mendivel led the Tigers at the plate, going 2 for 3 with an RBI, while Jaron Caesar also added a run score. The Tigers baseball team fell on the road to Mississippi College on Tuesday by a final score of 12-1. The Tigers will return to action this weekend in HAC, play hosting Southern Nazarene for a 3-game series, opening with a doubleheader on Friday, March 13th, starting at 1 p.m. In softball, the Tigers fell to the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders 4-1 on a walk-off home run in their GAC series opener at Dawson Field. Remington Adams scored the Tigers' only run, while Katie Amador pitched 6.1 innings in the loss. The Tigers were swept by the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders in a doubleheader, falling 14-0 and 9-2 at Dawson Field. Emily Reed led the Tigers with 2 hits on the day, while Morgan Uher added a 2-run home run in the second game. Great job, Tigers. We are so proud of you. Back to the desk.
Thank you, Rebecca. It is great to hear of the way our Tiger teams are competing and representing Ouachita so well. I know all of our students who play an outdoor sport are getting excited for the spring weather. But it's not just our athletes who are looking forward to it. I've heard much excitement around campus for the spring season.
That's right, Lucy, and that leads us to the question of the day. We asked you all, what is your favorite thing about spring? Here are some of your responses.
Parker Rains said spending time in nature.
Kyle Hudgens says spring break.
Bailey Mabry says the blooming flowers and warm weather.
Avery Hopper says spending time with friends outside.
I'm also looking forward to the flowers. I also love sunshine. I just love everything about spring, honestly. How about you, Blaine?
Honestly, I'm looking forward to spring break and just to go home.
Spring break is amazing. All right, that's all we have for you today. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Ouachita News Show and answer each question of the week. You just might see your response pop up on the show.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ouachita News Show, so you never miss out on our latest and greatest Ouachita news. See you next time.